A little over 30 years ago, the SBDC started as a pilot program in a handful of universities. Since that time, the program has grown to 63 programs in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, the District of Columbia, the Virgin Islands. We're now serving approximately 600,000 small businesses annually. Unfortunately, those numbers are declining. For the last 7 years, until the 2008 fiscal year, SBDC funding from 2001 until 2007 was going backwards. As a result, the infrastructure had been decaying, not unlike bridges, roads, etc. We're very fortunate and appreciate your leadership, the leadership of Ms. Velasquez and others on the committee who have advocated for increased funding for this program. We're not back to where we need to be in inflation terms. If you look at 2001, you've gone down about 24% until we got this new increase. If you look at the testimony, page 2, I cite a number of examples of what is happening in individual state programs. The loss of counselors, the loss of centers. Speaking of veterans, we normally serve 50 to 60,000 veterans annually. We're now below 50. We simply don't have the counselor capacity to serve them like we would like to. We hope that the additional dollars that we've received in 2008 will begin to reverse that. But incredibly and unfortunately, the administration's budget has proposed for 2009 a $10 million cut, which quite frankly would be catastrophic. Our biggest concern right now is to look at the economy in the state it's in, the declining jobs, the severe credit crunch that small businesses are facing, rising energy costs and so forth, and realize that for many small businesses, they've only been in business during the good years, say the last 5 years when the economy was growing. They've never faced a declining economy. It's kind of like a stockbroker never being in a bear market. These people, many of them without any management education, will be coming to us for assistance to keep their businesses afloat, and we're not going to have the counselor capacity to serve them. We work with all of our partners. We work with women's business centers. We work with SCORE. We work with the Veterans Corp. We work with the PTACs. We've tried to work with the TAP program with the military so that we're reaching all of these individual constituencies. I think the numbers are very dramatic. Over 40% of SBDC clients are women. That is decidedly higher than the percentage of women who are business owners who are women. Well over 30% of our clients are minorities. Once again, considerably higher than the percentage of minorities among small business owners. We have identified the at-risk, the underserved. We're trying to reach out to them, but we cannot continue to do it. We can't do more with less, as has been suggested to us for a number of years. I do want to acknowledge the tremendous cooperation that we've had from the Associate Administrator and his staff and his predecessor, Cheryl Mills. Many of the issues that we've had with the agency over years have been, I think, alleviated. For many years, SBA basically goaled us on how many people we saw. Our funding partners goaled us on our economic impact. And so, as a result of the work of Anoop and his predecessor, that's been changed, and I think that's very, very favorable to the outlook for this program. One of the things that concerns us, Mr. Chairman, is we're now beginning to see a number of new grant programs designed for SBDCs. There was some confusion as to whether that intended those monies were to come out of core funding or new funding. That's an issue that we brought to the attention of all the staff on both the House and the Senate side, both the authorizing committees and the appropriating committees, and we're very grateful for the response that we're getting to address that issue. We don't want to see a situation where we take monies away from, say, 42 or 45 states who are serving veterans to provide a veterans grant program for half a dozen states. That's a zero-sum game, and that will not serve our veterans well. At this time, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have.